Here's a review of the 2018 Lexus IS 350 all-wheel drive F-Sport. This car is an absolute monster. It's a really fun car to drive. The interior is amazing, and this all-wheel drive just makes it even that much better. I'll see you on the other side of the intro video. Hit that subscribe button, comment below, and I'll see you on the other side. The IS, guys, has been around for a while now. Is she showing her age? I don't think so. I think she's just, she's refining herself over the years. The looks of this vehicle have gotten so much better over time. Some of you guys might disagree with that, but I wouldn't change really anything with this car, with its looks. It's just absolutely stunning, especially in this ultra white color that you can only get in the F-Sport. You cannot get this ultra white in any other trim of the IS. And this car was updated for this generation in 2017. The running lights, the checkmark running lights, were updated. You can see they're very, very prominent, and they made the lights a lot better looking, in my opinion. You know, they just look really, really good, very sharp, and the lines on this car are very sharp, as you can see up from the dark chrome surrounding the spindle grille. You have this nice line on the hood. These lights look great. The IS right now does not have triple beam headlights, which is kind of unfortunate because pretty much every single Lexus vehicle, now has it. This F-Sport has these little induction inlets there, which look awesome. The grille looks a lot better than it did in 2016, for example. I think these little outlets here, or just F-Sport trim, it's a little gaudy. I'd rather have the showcase more on the front grille, but that's kind of what Lexus has done with the 2017 and 18 F-Sports of all their vehicles. These side grills here are a little overdone, in my opinion. I would much rather have it if they're just like a slight little inlet there and just the showcase be on the middle, but it doesn't look bad. I just think they could do a tiny bit better there. These wheels, 18-inch wheels, these Darkham aluminum alloy wheels look amazing. Gosh, I just looked at the tire size as well. Holy cow. These are 225 by 40 by 18-inch, obviously the 18-inch wheels. The calipers, they're black. They don't really stand out, but that's okay because these wheels look so amazing. See the nice F-Sport badge? This particular car, of course, it has the spoiler on it. I just think this car looks so good, and I love how aggressive this wraparound taillight is and how the edge of it just filters into the line between the side panel and the bumper. It just looks super good and aggressive. The lines on this car, I mean, even the bottom here, so that it just kind of flows from the taillight through the wheel down to the side skirt. It's amazing design, in my opinion, and I'm really excited to see how they redesign this car in the coming years. I'm gonna take off this leaf here while you guys look at the all-wheel drive IS 350 there. You can see the F-Sport badge, the dual exhaust looks great, and then you have the same lacy design down here that is on the spindle grille in the front. I hope you guys can see that. It's a little dark today with the clouds, but let's just go ahead and see what it looks like from the rear angle, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Underneath the hood, we have the 3.5-liter V6 from obviously Lexus and Toyota. And this car, it makes 311 horsepower with this all-wheel drive setup, and it scoots, guys. This car is quick. I'm gonna put the 0 to 60 times, quarter mile times. It's plenty quick, and this hood opens up very high. Holy smokes! I'm sure the mechanics really appreciate that. Getting on the inside of this 2019 IS 350 all-wheel drive F-Sport. It's a pretty amazing looking car, I'm not gonna lie. This thing just kind of came in from Japan. Got all sorts of papers underneath me. But let's go over something that's kind of cool. So in most of our IS vehicles, there are memory seats. This F-Sport does not have memory seats as a weight-saving precaution. So no memory seats available in the F-Sport variant of the IS. There's a lot going on in here. It is a little stuffy. I'm gonna get the car fired up so you can see what everything looks like. Of course, we have that LFA inspired instrument cluster here. Volume right here. Elvis was playing hard there. Let's just start with this instrument cluster. This is one of the coolest things about the interior of this car, you press this pages button here, and you're gonna get to be able to see all of your information of the car. So this is information screen, the G-force. It's the only you can find on F Sports, tire pressure, blah, blah, blah. Lots of good stuff in there. Compass, your music's gonna be in here. Lane keep assist, as well as your radar cruise control, messages, and then all of your customization options for the vehicle. Or I should say this screen at least. So backing up to the steering wheel, we have an all leather steering wheel. Beautiful red stitching on the inside. If you want to see how stitching is done, just step inside of a Lexus vehicle and you'll get to appreciate some of the best stitching in the industry. F Sport steering wheel. The pedals, guys, are going to be the aluminum F Sport, and then we have that magnesium paddle shifters here. I'm going to turn off the AC. It's a little too strong for my liking. Soft touch plastic here. More soft touch. Well, this is leather, of course, so it's actually pretty hard, but it is leather. We have this F Sport trim here that's only available in the F Sport. I don't know, I feel like it's getting a little dated in my opinion. I mean, the detail is exquisite on it, but I just don't like it. I wish it was carbon fiber, but that's what the RCF is for. Nice leather armrest here, plastic down here, which is fine with me. You have blind spot monitor here, auto headlights. That's how you open up the hood. That's how you open up the trunk. Unfortunately, we have an e-brake down here, not a traditional one. That would be over here. Speaking of over here, we have our Sport and Sport Plus modes. Sport Plus is obviously going to make things, the steering a little bit tighter. The throttle response a little bit more aggressive. Shifting points are going to change, as well as the suspension is going to tighten up. Traction control, don't need to turn that off. I don't need to do burnouts. And then snow mode, which will, retard the throttle responses and possibly start you off in second gear. Heated and ventilated seats up here. We have the Mark Levinson sound system, which unfortunately, even if I blew this sound system up, meaning I cranked the volume, you guys wouldn't be able to appreciate it because I'm just recording on a phone, and then also you would have to have Mark Levinson quality speakers to, obviously hear it on your end. But anyways, it's a really nice sound system. I love the Lexus clock, heating and cooling, climate control here, and then we have the 10-inch navigation screen, which I'm not going to get into because I could spend all day inside of that. Huge rear view mirror, which I appreciate even on a small car. We have the nice light here. How am I looking today, guys? I did my hair, which means nothing since it's so short. Fold that back up. Sunroof controls up here with lights as well. I'm gonna open this up. Decent sized sunroof for this small of a car. Glove box, you press this button here to get inside. You got a little shelf in there, as well as some key sleeves, F Sport model key sleeves. These chairs are fantastic. Look at that detail. Look at the, oh, it's just beautiful. I mean, that black stitching on there. Give me some more, please. So it's just a very beautiful car. I love this Rioja red interior. It's beautiful. And then of course we have the stitching here for the armrest of the mouse control, which controls your display. Inside, we have your auxiliary USB, as well as a 12 volt and a little bit of storage. There's your cup holders. And I think it's time, guys. I think it's time to head in the back. Now, getting in the back of the IS350, I'm always surprised how much legroom there is. The seat is set up in front of me. Oh gosh, real quick. The back of the seat is amazing. The feeling, the texture, it's super soft. Just look how girthy these seats are. And it's all leather, all of this red, beautiful leather. Anyways, the seat's far back. I'm 6'1", so this seat in front of me is about where I would be driving, and I have tons of legroom. Now you have this huge hump in the middle for your drive shaft to go through, but if you just have two people back here, I mean, look at the detail. The detail on these rear seats are the same as the front. They're super comfortable. You could easily fit a car seat back here, especially a front-facing one. Pulling this down, the armrest down, you have your cup holders here. Nothing special, but at least you have a very comfortable armrest here. But I mean, just look at these little headrests. They're small, and they still have super detail on them. I just love it. I just love Lexus quality and attention to detail. But yes, comfort back here is amazing. It is a little small, but it is a small sedan, so that's kind of what I'm expecting. Opening the rear trunk hood, it is not automated, but that's okay. Inside we have all of our mats. There's your license plate bracket. If you guys know Japanese, let me know what that character means. All weather mats are inside here. And this car has seats that fold down. I love that about the RC. Well, the RC does it too, but the IS, which is this car, which has the rear folding seats. We have the nice net that this car comes with, of course, your first aid kit. But yeah, I love how the seats fold down, guys, because you know, if there's just one or two of you, you can really maximize the space in this vehicle by folding down those seats. Driving this car, already my first impressions. I've driven this car many times before, but I don't think I've ever done a review on it, so I think it's more than due time. Visibility is not the greatest. You don't really expect it to be in a car this small, but it's not terrible. It takes some getting used to. I love this transmission. I'm probably going to rant on it for a while, just how much I love it. Shifts super quick. It's also very smooth. Downshifts are extremely responsive. So yeah, the 6-speed transmission is absolutely amazing, and it's really fun. You know, most cars I don't like using the paddle shifters in, and this car, which I'm not going to today because I still don't have my window mount. Like, Amazon has lost it in the mail, but you know, the paddle shifters work extremely well, and this car is, in my opinion, probably the most fun car to drive out of the normal lineup of Lexus vehicles. I just love the IS. I love how it looks. I think it's arguably the best looking Lexus sedan, if not the best looking Lexus sedan. I mean, the new ES looks great and all, but it doesn't look as sporty as this. The GS looks good, but I still think the IS looks better. Now, here's a small rant. The windshield wiper, or sorry, the blinker button on this, you know, the stock, this thing right here, you can press it all the way down, but it doesn't stay down. And it takes a lot of people who are buying this car when they're test driving, it takes it a long time for them to get used to. You slightly move it down for a triple blink, or you move it down all the way. So you press it down all the way, then it returns back to normal to give you your continuous blink. And it takes people a long time to get used to that. I believe the RC is the exact same way. To cancel the windshield wiper, you just do a slight movement up or down from the opposite direction that it's blinking. If you do it all the way up, it'll just switch the blinker to continuous blink on the other side. So with that aside, I like the blinker on it. It just takes some getting used to. I'll be able to give you a small impression of the acceleration here. There's a Subaru Forester in front of me, so I'm really gonna dog it. 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh gosh. There's 60. Okay, so the sound in this car, just like the GS 350 F Sport, if you've been in that car, the sound in that car, when you hit the throttle, it makes you feel like you're going a lot faster than you are. Now, it is quick, don't get me wrong. You know, I'll put the 0 to 60 time in here somewhere. It is very quick, but acceleration numbers and G-forces aren't everything. You want the full experience. So especially if you have the paddle shifters, it engages you a little bit more. And the sound, Lexus has done a really good job with their sport vehicles. Of course, the F, if you guys have seen the GSF, the RCF, the LC, those cars are known for their amazing engine noise and induction noise. No different for this car. Let's give it a whirl again. It's just awesome. You just get an amazing sense of power. Now I don't feel like I'm getting shoved through space and time like a turbocharged V8 or anything like that, but I feel like if I want something sporty, this fits the bill perfectly fine. I don't really need anything more engaging than this. For a sedan, I should say. I'm perfectly okay with this for a sedan. Now, the GSF would be amazing for a daily driver with that, you know, 5-liter V8 and almost 500 horsepower, but this is more than enough. I mean, I could easily get in trouble with this particular car with speeding tickets. 311 horsepower is a lot of horsepower. Road feel, now that I'm on the freeway, just doing about 60 miles an hour, I'm in normal mode, I'm not in Sport Plus. Even in Sport Plus, it's not gonna feel much different because that suspension tightens in the corners. It doesn't tighten in straight lines. So it's a very smart and adaptive suspension in that Sport Plus mode. But road noise is pretty low considering I have some low profile tires on this vehicle. So road noise is low. Wind noise is very, very low, very Lexus-like. And this car just feels like a mini tank, which is a great feeling for just comfort and, you know, safety. Safety is very important. You got to have that feeling of you know, security, and this car could definitely feel secure, even though it's on the smaller end of the sedan spectrum. Speed limit's gone up. Let's put her in Sport Plus mode. 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Throttle response is definitely better in Sport Plus mode. You know, even fractions of a second of better response goes a long ways, if you know what I mean. But I'm gonna punch that again in a little bit going uphill. I don't want to do it downhill because I will be going too quick for the speed limit. But let's slow down just a little bit, and then we'll give you guys another sound of this beautiful 3.5 liter V6. Oh yeah, that's good. I don't need anything more. That's perfectly fine with me. Fuel economy in this car is not fantastic, being at the all-wheel drive version, and this car is just so sport tuned. You're gonna get upper teens miles per gallon in the city and 26 on the highway. So very similar to like our RX 350, but if you baby this, I'm sure you can get way better fuel mileage. The thing is that people are going to want to be hot rodding in this vehicle. So we're into the braking test, or braking portion of this test. Give you an impression of my brake feel of this car. Okay, brakes are excellent, A+, no vibration. Let's do a little acceleration. Gosh, this all-wheel just takes off like a rocket. Oh gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't need any more power. No, thank you. This is plenty for my needs or wants. I mean, it's definitely way more than my needs. You know, I would drive a Prius if I wanted to, or felt like I needed better fuel economy. But I'm not gonna push this car super hard in the twisties. It just started raining a bit. But back to the brakes, they're amazing. And this car in Sport Plus mode, which is still in, it's going to downshift. So that'll help with deceleration. In the turn here, oh my gosh, yeah, this car hugs the road very well. A little bit of body roll, but you know, it's very minimal. This car is very low to the ground, and the suspension feels very stiff. And the harder you push it, the better it feels in the turn. So A+ on the handling for, you know, for what I drive on day to day compared to my Avalon. If the Avalon's like a C- in handling, this is like an A+. Gosh, the lake looks amazing right now. It is a little cloudy, but just the reflections of the clouds on the lake look great. This guy's fishing over here. But we've arrived at the lake, so let's go ahead and finish up this review on this amazing sports sedan from Lexus. The Lexus IS 350 all-wheel drive F Sport. Amazing looking vehicle. It's an amazing sounding, performing vehicle as well. And it has good versatility with its seats that fold down, which is a nice little feature you don't see in a lot of modern sports sedans. I know this car is very, very popular worldwide. It's had its ups and downs here in America with its popularity. There's no doubt it's one of the best looking sedans on the road today, if not the best looking Lexus sedan. Go ahead and put your comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this amazing sports sedan from Lexus.